I was getting arrested one time.
You win?
No, I didn't get arrested. I was drunk, long time ago, drunk with Dustin Dolan on tour, Vulcan tour somewhere, wasted in the hotel room, and we decided to trash the hotel, just wrecked, right? We put mattresses in front of the whole level of our whatever floor that we were on, so like 10 or 20 mattresses, so everyone who woke up in the morning, they'd open the door and there's a mattress in front of their face because they were like changing all the mattresses, so they'd stack them up, so we put all them. We opened our door and we trashed everything in the room and blacked out because we wanted to get caught. Right, because we're real smart like that. Right, we thought we'll trash the whole upper level right here, open the door, blast all the music, wreck all the whole room, lay back, and then just get arrested. This will be great. Dustin and I just drunk, wrecked out of our heads. Guy comes up from the lobby, taking us down. Says, "I've called the fucking cops. You guys are getting arrested, all the above." We're going down in the elevator. He's looking at. He's like, "Give me your ID and shit like that." Looks at my ID. He's like, "You in a video game? You in a fucking Tony Hawk video game?" Like, "Yeah." He's like, "No fucking way." Door opens. There's cops there, everything. He's like, "Everything's fine, guys. These guys are fine. They're good. They're going to handle it themselves." They've apologized. And they left. And I left. And I had to put everything on my credit card. It was like $800 or something like that for the damages. And the dude was cool as fuck. Said, "I got to kick you out." It's like 4 a.m. Kicked us out on the side of the street. But I didn't get arrested because I was in the Tony Hawk video game. Yeah.
That is the best story I've heard along those lines.
Yeah, that is awesome.
You know?
Wow.
I think it was one of them nights where we had like Dustin and I were just pretending we were at a fake band, and we were telling everybody we were in a fake band. Yeah. Can't remember the name, some kind of Dayglow something.
Colin McKay and I have been in several fake bands. Yeah. I understand.
They're good for the night.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do people see, like when you go through airports and stuff, they see your ID? Does that happen?
They do recognize me from the video games a lot, you know what I mean? And I mean, Vans is a big brand, right? So people have seen the face of that brand around, and you know, I've been in skating now most of my life, so anyone who's touched it at some point might have seen my name or my face at some point. So I think most of the time people recognize me. They're either skaters or did skate or have been involved in any of those, or the BAM stuff and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I've been around. I get recognized for those kind of things. But the video game, man, it did so much for us all, Tony. Do you know what I mean?
It changed my life too.
I mean, it changed your life, changed our
Yeah.
lives, right? But for the community and for skateboarding, it was a platform that really showed people a positive light and the sides to our industry and sides to being a pro skater that are pretty fucking cool.
Well,
you know?
I was just
the
so
graphics
thankful.
on boards, like the spots, like those things that people don't know about. We have our own spots in cities that no one owns. They're public places.
Right.
The video game did a lot. So I think a lot of people recognize the guys that are in that because of the impact that it had on their life.
Well, I appreciate that. I just appreciated that you guys believed in it, where it was thanks to people like you and Rune and Andrew and Chad that it lent that authenticity. That's really what it was, because if it had just been me or my name, sure, it could have been successful, but the idea that you guys were in it and believed in it, that really brought it to the core audience of skating.
Well, thank you for including us.
Dude,
that's all I'll say.
best.
It had if I'd say anything, it had a very, very, very positive impact on people's lives and kids' lives and adults' lives at this point. And man, I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful it came out of skateboarding too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like other video games don't have those same kind of cult, personal people attached to them, faces attached to them. Even other sports, their video games don't get the same kind of notoriety or attention. What we do is different. It's not like everything else.
Yeah.
It's 365 days of the year. It's I mean, you just asked me. I've never not thought about skating. I've never taken a break because I broke my ankle and gone, I'll take a break for a year and I'll come back into it. You know? No,
not at all.
I don't know. That's not.
Yeah,
what we
I mean,
do,
well, also
so.
much even to our own destruction. You know, I mean, that's what happened with me and my femur. I just couldn't stay off of it, and then I fucked up my recovery. But you know that feeling where it's just like, no, I got to get back. I don't care if my ankle's rolled. I won't do kick flips like I used to for now.
Yeah, no, I did that. You got to protect that side of it. You know your physicality at that point. You got to where you're at because you're superhuman and different and not the same as everybody else. And you figured yourself out and figured out you could get the most out of everything. But there's definitely lots of times where we push that. You know, what's going on in your head, people can't relate to. They don't understand that level of constant, like, physical attention to your body and your mind and your strength and smiling and saying hello to somebody and having a, you know, even looking happy. You know,
you're
and
right.
the above.
That's a good.
Truly, you know, but I
that's
always
a good
remind
perspective.
myself, like, I'd never let anything outside of skate really, like, mess with my skating. I always feel like it's protected. It's weird. I feel thankful for that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like I see some negative in skate, or let's say I'm going through some injuries, or I'm whatever, I'm in a rough time. I really don't feel like the bullshit around me affects my love of just dropping the board down and riding. It never really.
Yeah, this
I'm
is the
thankful for that.
sanctuary.
Some people like get over it when they have a weird shoe deal or a weird clothing deal or a weird relationship or struggling to get through that period of their progression. And I'm thankful that like I never felt like burnt out. I never felt all of that because I always felt like my skating was just. I always put it aside. I mean, like nothing can kind of fucking touch that shit. That's yours, you know.
Yeah, I feel like that. Well, especially we're here at the ramp, but
Yeah.
this is my sanctuary. This is my escape from all that.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, it's not. It may not
How long
be
did
the
it take you
healthiest
to do the 50
approach.
tricks when you were 50 years old? How long did it take you to film those 50 tricks?
Oh,
Did you like three or
good
four a
question.
day and then one?
It was a couple
and then-
months.
A couple of months, so that's,
Yeah, I would say it was about 6 or 8 weeks.
Yeah.
I try to get 2 to 3 each
Yeah.
day, and some were just torturous. So
Yeah.
those were multiple days. But
Do
but
2 or
it was
3,
funny
go back
because
to it.
I wore the same clothes, and then I had heard plenty of people go, "Man, it's amazing! Did all in one day." I was like, "Yeah, no,
Yeah, but even 4 to 6 weeks, so like that, it takes time to, all
course.
that content and creating all those videos.
I mean, how
and-
long did you work on your last video?
Last video part?
Yeah.
Probably 2.5 years, probably. But I was done like a year before I put it out. Or done like 9 months before, filmed the last couple of tricks. It depends. I film, when I make videos, I tend to go in pretty heavy early on and get most of it. Like I would say 70% of it right away.
How do you know when it's done?
It's never done because I'm always driven to just.
Yeah.
It's a book. It's documented periods of your life with tricks that you enjoyed. That and every video part I feel has a different extra like 10 tricks that are add on or a different direction of skating or different terrain, and that requires a lot of thought process and it requires a lot of driving around and skating different places and learning. So the street parts take a little while because you go out. It takes you a whole day to get to the spot and get back a lot of the time. You know, and I don't want to film 5 tricks on the same spot when I'm filming street. I try to film 1 or 2 tricks on the same spot. That's a formula for video parts. It's helped me. When I go to a new spot that I'm filming for a new trick on, I try to film a front side and a back side. Or going one way into the screen and then the next trick going the other direction.
You're going that deep into
Always.
the
It helps me because if I just
methodology.
go to the spot and I go, okay, I'll go front side through there and then I'll do like a flip trick onto it there. I'm done in this spot. It helps me like figure out what tricks I want to do when I've
Yeah.
never been there
It-
before.
yeah, I
I've
would
never
think-
skidded the terrain. It's not flat. It's every street spot's unique in itself. Every freaking single one of them. Every single one of them's painting a new picture. Isn't
Yeah.
that beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful thing?
Yeah.
You know?
That's a great approach, though. I mean, and that really, I'm sure it helps with putting it all together
Helps
at
you
the end,
stack it
too.
up because
Yeah.
as you get through
Yeah.
like 10 spots and you've done 1 or 2 tricks on, you start getting this flow of from
Yeah.
the left of the screen to the right of the screen.
I know,
It starts
that-
helping you figure out. It takes the pressure off. Like, what do I film? What do I go? When you
Yeah.
you have a little formula.